Pirates of the Caribbean, at World's End. At this point I've run out of things to say, so colonialism. But if we shift the perspective away from blah blah and instead focus on Davy Jones again, then it becomes a story of having your heart captured by the British only for them to exploit it purely for selfish gain as you desperately try to claw onto any power you can get. But to imagine that, let me just put you in his shoes. So imagine for a minute that you are Davy Jones. You are fresh off the face of Jack stealing your heart, not in that way, and because of his incompetence it ended up in the hands of the people that you really did not want it to be in the hands of. The British. You would have held a grudge against Jack, but he did get consumed by your Kraken. Either way, job's done. He won't be bothering no one ever again, and his escapades are finally over. But now you have to deal with these uppity, pompous assholes dressed in red, and they forced you to kill your Kraken. You know, the thing that actually makes you a threat on the ocean, and like the thing that actually strikes the fear into the heart of sailors. But instead of keeping your cute little puppy, they force you to murder it, just to prove a point. So to numb the pain of having to deal with your new overseer, Mr. Beck shit, you have transitioned from feisty and metal organ solos to lullabies. Your heart was never yours, and now not only is it broken and cut out, it is being used to enslave you. But this rubs you up kind of the wrong way, but not as much as them bringing your literal heart onto the ship. Imagine that, they've already taken everything from you, you are already a castrated squid, and now they want to rob you of your beak as well. These Brits are always just taking and forcing and will use their will upon you to show that they're superior.
I will not have it on my ship.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And this Mr. Pompous Wig is trying to give you back chat. You are the most powerful man on the sea, and this one little guy is trying to tell you what you can do. So what if you killed a few people? That's your job. You send them to the afterlife. Literally. Yes, you probably could do it a little bit more gently, but what is the difference? If you do the job well, you look like a human. If you do the job badly, you look like a squid. But it's not like you have swaths of women throwing their panties at you. In fact, the only woman that you have ever loved is the reason why you're in this pickle right now. Why do the job of a compassionate ferryman when you can just do it easier and bring everyone to your level? And now you have to stare at this heart. Feared his presence, while the British have their little guns pointing at it all day, every day. But at this point, that was kind of like the expectation. What you were not expecting, a few days later when you're catching some more pirates, and when asking who their captain was, they pointed to none other than Elizabeth Swann, another relic of your misery. And here she is, all dressed up in just whatever that is, pretending to be a captain. This just will not end well, especially considering old Norrington is trying to get his boots wet.
The captain shall have my quarters.
Lovely. They are taunting you with more unrequited love. How dare they? Fucking Norrington, why can't he just cut out his heart like a normal person? At least then we'll be saved of this misery of having to look at the most obscene amount of cuckoldery ever existed on cinema. Oh. Well, that night he kicked it. Old Dementia Bootstrap was the one to get him too. Okay, well, I mean, if you knew it was as simple as getting old Bootstrap to go nuts, you would have done that a few months ago at least.
You fear death.
At least he had the courtesy of giving you a lovely sword before stabbing you in the heart. It's actually quite an extraordinary sword, to be honest. The person who made it must be very proud of themselves.
Nice sword.
But this does actually mean that your heart is now unguarded, and you can reclaim your right as ruler of the seas.
The Dutchman is under my command.
This guy, the hatchet man, oh my god, he's about as much fun as a rod up at the arse or a spear in the chest, but nowhere near as fun as being summoned by Mr. Wig.
I cannot be summoned like some mongrel pup.
Apparently you can.
Imagine that. Lord of the Seas, the most feared man in history, reduced to being summoned by some wig-wearing British swine.
I believe you know each other.
Come to join my crew again, Master Turner.
Like, fuck this guy. Why is he with Bootstrap's son? What is this? And then they just start dropping hammers. Like, it's so absurd that you literally can't even spit the seawater out of your mouth. like you normally do.
We rescued Jack from the locker along with the Black Pearl.
Great, so not only have they taken your balls, forced you to kill your pet, but the one man you hate more than anything is resurrected from the dead, and they don't even have the audacity to tell you about it. But they will still summon you, as they require. How far you have fallen.
I believe you're familiar with a person called Calypso.
Oh no, it wasn't a bit much. They were saving an even bigger hammer for last, were they? Lovely.
A heathen god, one who delights in cursing men with their wildest dreams and then revealing them to be hollow and naught but ash.
She is the reason why we're here. She manipulated you, she gaslit you, and then threw you under the bus for no reason. You would do anything to settle your debt with her, which you did. Like, you were the one that helped the pirates prison her and bind her.
The world is well rid of her.
Not quite so well, actually. The Brethren Court intends to release her.
Oh, awesome. Yay. All those years of hard work reduced to nothing because pirates have fucking pickled brains from alcohol poisoning. How dare they forget everything you did for them.
Calypso's aboard the Black Pearl.
But now you have to reconcile the fact that Jack is alive, and he intends to release Calypso to beat you and the British. Granted, the latter would be amazing, but it wouldn't be fair. She should never be allowed to be free after what she did to you.
And after which betrayal did you cut out your heart, I wonder?
Oh, Bootstrap Jr. is giving you back chat, is he? Oh, great, what a fucking dickhead. And seriously, after all these introductions, no, the way he talks, the way that he is, he has such a Jack-like quality that you just want to gut him, or at least punch him in the face. It's so disrespectful. He does not have the years of rum abuse to justify this behaviour.
What is it you want most?
But yeah, okay, he has the compass. But then again, this is another memento that Jack has used to defy you at every single fucking turn, and he's alive, and you have to deal with the fact that this compass is in front of you, and you don't even have the Kraken. Anyway, you decide to stop in with Calypso, see the old flame that ruined your life. God, why couldn't you just be drunk and be able to text her at 2 a.m? Why have you actually got to show up? It's just worse. But anyway, you ask her why she didn't show up after 10 years. Why?
Is my nature.
Oh, her nature, is it? It's her nature. That's the apology. Oh, yes, okay, no, that makes sense. She is the personification of the sea. She is cruel, fickle, but she is beautiful. But then, she tells you you corrupted your purpose, and forces you to see how you would look if you did your job right, and didn't have a squid face. How fucking dare she? All these years, you never saw your face. It's a bit like seeing your penis again after losing a lot of weight.
If only you had a heart to give.
But she has the audacity to say that you don't have a heart to give when you literally gave her your heart so much that you cut it out for her as a gesture of she ruined it. And this is what happens when you fall in love with a maelstrom with bipolar disorder. You get the high highs and the low lows. Yeah, yes, it's the tide. It's the tide.
My heart will always belong to you.
Anyway, with the knowledge that she is probably going to murder at least every single other person on the planet, and you'll be free of a job, so you don't mind suffering a little heartache in the process. Anything to escape being ruled by the British, to be honest. You could just starve yourself. And so you have to go to a meeting with said pirates and the British on a sandbar, which is the closest you can ever get to being on land for a very, very, very long time. But that being said, it took a bit of lawyering on your behalf. Still is an enormous embarrassment to be sat there on the beach in a bucket looking at all of these people that have thus far made a mockery of the most powerful man on the sea, or at least the most powerful squid. Probably not man anymore. And there's Jack, especially Jack, and his shit-eating grin just sat there. And they go through this whole exchange, and Jack has to reconcile the fact that he probably won't get out of this alive, or at least, you could never be too sure at this point.
Jack's one of the 9 pirate lords. You have no right.
King?
And did she just say king? She's collecting titles like a British nobleman pretending they're an admiral looking for a knighthood. But you got what you wanted. Plus, they want to have this huge bloody maritime combat that will be absolutely fucking sick. Because not only will you be free of a lot of British idiots running amok on your ocean, you also have a huge amount of pirates that will be at the bottom of the sea too.
You can fight, and all of you will die.
We will fight, and you will die.
It really does not get much better than that. They freed Calypso. Oh, this ain't good. She's not happy. She's really not happy.
Calypso.
As fickle as the tide, as cruel as a storm, and she's coming for you. So you do what any rational man does when facing the sublime. You steer your ship full tilt into the whirlpool. But this is actually all a ploy to get control of the Dutchman, because you concede some chaos to finally get your revenge on this monstrous hatchet man of a Brit, and finally give him the full hentai experience. And you actually do get the key, and everything is right with the world. And not just the key, 2 seconds later, you get him. You get Jack Sparrow with your chest. Oh. But then he does some crazy acrobatics. Like, how does he do this? Like, in a storm? What? Like, it doesn't matter, because you could chase him to the end of the seas and, you know, you can always find him. And then you have a fist fight on a mask and he never loses his footing. Like, what? Is this like this drunken, brawling fighting style that you heard about? He even somehow manages to cut off the exact tentacle he needed to drop the key. Like, what? How? The amount of precision there is unreasonable. It's completely unrealistic. He didn't even cut any. It was literally just that one tentacle. And this ends up with you in a 3v1, which is not ideal. And it ends up with you getting stabbed in the chest, but, you know, by Bootstrap's son. But you are finally there, looking at William Turner.
Do you fear death? Do you?
Oh, fuck.
Cruel is a matter of perspective, is it?
Well, he does have you at that one, because you have been basically just trying to prove to the world that the world is cruel. And you're just trying to get people to understand the pain and the suffering that you went through so that people could just accept the harsh realities of life. But it's time for the trolley problem. Does Jack care about his friends, or does he only care about himself? But you were not expecting Bootstrap to come in, having a moment of lucidity and try and take you on. Last time you checked, he thought he was a fucking lamppost. And now he's all of a sudden fighting the strongest squid on the sea. And they did it. William too. Jack gave up immortality for a friend. And honestly, that's so expected, because it was just so unexpected. Wait, does that mean it's now going to be called William Turner's locker and not Davy Jones's? Fuck. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like and a comment, and consider hyping if you're on mobile. That really helps me out a lot, and it's the easiest way you can support this channel and what I do. Also, comment. Doesn't have to be anything, just comment, and it does the job too. I started a second channel, so if you like video essays that might be more serious or even more whimsical, but just generally that isn't like a perspective thing, then go and check it out. You might enjoy it, you might not. I think you'll enjoy some of them though. I just want to shout out my members real quick, especially good old Granite and Alexander Colburn. Thank you guys, your support means the world to me. And of course, Lavender, Zyla, Toast Bread, Takaru, Boss Link, Suzukazu, and Alan. Thank you. Have a great day and have a great life.